Hi everybody, Cleo here, developer of Crashland. In this developer walkthrough video, we're going to look at mission 8, which is called Electric Shock. This is quite a long mission, at least for the first half of the game, so it's 8 minutes in length. These are the weapons that are going to drop, and there's some really interesting creatures that are going to drop in this mission as well, including the Electrodon, Banshees, Shield Hoppers, and various other nasties. In terms of perks for this mission, I've picked Recharge, which speeds up cooldown on the left-handed boomstick, the power weapon, Focus, which allows us to slow down time, and Spoiled, which gives us extra boost balls whenever a weapon drops. We'll see all of them in action in a second. Okay, so let's crash land. So this mission takes place in a thunderstorm, so it's a really atmospheric mission. This is a shock slug that will drain your teleporter if it manages to discharge its electricity into you. I can hear the scream of a banshee somewhere. There you go. So these are basically screaming flying spiders. Very, very important to take them out in the air. They're very vulnerable. They have a glowing weak point underneath them. If they do get anywhere near you, they're very vicious and they will kill you really quickly. So they're one of the biggest dangers in this mission. Thankfully, they do scream always when they're flying towards you, so you can use that to your advantage. You kind of have an idea where they're coming from. They make their presence known, basically. Let me show you. So I have to be careful here, but you see very, very quickly it took almost all of my health down there. On harder difficulty modes, the screen would have been black almost immediately there. Okay, so this is an Electrodon. Electrodons are very dangerous because you'll see the way it kind of tried to charge up there. What it will do is discharge that electric into you, and it will immediately drain your teleporter completely. So let me see if I can show you. So there you go. It completely disabled my teleporter there, which has left me really vulnerable. It's going to do it again. I managed to take it down, but it's left me with no teleport at all, which is a very dangerous thing. Thankfully, I've got quite weak enemies here. The idea with the shield hoppers is you want to be taking down that lead kind of shielded hopper because it's applying a shield to all the other hoppers around it. So it's about taking down that lead hopper, and that will then allow you to mop up the rest of them. We've got a new weapon, which is the plasma grenades. And the plasma grenades are quite useful for everything, but there are some creatures in this mission that it will be very vulnerable to them. The example being the shield hoppers. So it makes life a little bit easier. This is a gonad. Gonads drop mines. I will let it do its business for a bit. So it's dropping mines, and these mines look exactly the same almost as boost balls, so they can be dangerous. You can kind of pick them up by accident. And if you do, they will explode. You just take down this gonad. Right, so we've got a crab here. Now crabs are, you have to basically get behind them and shoot them. What you can also do is fire a plasma grenade at them, which will basically make them hunker down for a few seconds. I'm low on teleporters here. Let me just see if I can get some. So the idea with the crabs is you want to distract them with a plasma grenade and then shoot them in the back, and that's where they're vulnerable. Very dangerous there. I lost all my teleports to that Electrodon. The Electrodon is shielded, so I can't actually damage it until either it's discharged its shock into me, or I explode. Or I explode a grenade or any kind of explosive near them. Another weapon has dropped over here. This is the chopper. This is a game changer in this mission because you can now basically if you aim it correctly, you can take down a group of shield hoppers just with one hit, which basically means you can replenish your teleporter pretty much immediately. There are perks you can pick that will even make that even better. For example, the teleport punch. So you can see there, I basically just took down all of the hoppers at the same time and replenished my teleporter as a result. Okay, so Banshees will now start spawning in pairs much more often towards the end of this mission, which again, combined with an Electrodon or with shield hoppers can really ruin your day, because they can kind of take advantage of you when your teleporter is running low. I think there's a lot of shield hoppers around. But as I said, the chopper really is a game changer if you can kind of line them up. Let's try to take this Electrodon down before it causes us any big problems. And it already has, so you can see it completely destroyed my teleporter there. A lot of Crashland is about knowing which targets to prioritize, and it can change very, very quickly. So at the moment, I would say the Electrodon is definitely enemy number one to take down because of the way that it can immobilize you. You can turn the tables very quickly once you get those teleports back. 2 minutes left of this mission, so things will get more hectic towards the end of the mission. More stuff will start spawning. They'll spawn a little bit closer as well. Okay, so I have got some boost here, so let's slow down time using that focus perk. So we can use this to basically... Did very poorly there. So you can use the focus if you use it well. I didn't particularly use it well there, to basically line up your shots. It just allows you to use the boost that you've saved up in your pistol to slow down time and take that shot that will turn the tables. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There you go. Another Electrodon. See if we can take it out quickly. The Impaler, which is the weapon I tend to like to use against the Electrodon, is useful because it bypasses the shield. So it doesn't matter if the shield is up, it will just go straight through it, so you can take it down very quickly. Of course, there are missions later on in the game where you do not have the Impaler, and then it becomes a much more difficult thing to take down. I'm again out of teleports, but very quickly I can kind of gain the upper hand again. By just prioritizing the correct targets. Here's a Hellworm. You're going to make sure that you do not get anywhere near it. Plus, you do not get those kind of in the line of fire of the rocks that it spits out. Very vulnerable to explosives. So there you go. We are saved. That's the end of the mission. Thank you for watching. I hope you found that interesting.